all, and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I'm going to be talking about Earth Ponies and why there's a specific feature in Ponytown that is probably never going to come to the game. This feature is, of course, something that people have wanted for a very long time, but I honestly just don't believe it's ever going to come to the game. This feature is a specific attribute, specific action, whatever you want to call it, that only Earth Ponies can perform. As some of you know, most of you know, if not all of you know, Pegasus can fly in the game, and unicorns can have their horn glow in the game. However, there's nothing for the actual Earth Pony itself to be able to do. It's very limited. Obviously, it's just a normal character. It doesn't do anything. You can't make it glow. You can't make it fly. You can't really do anything with it. And this right here is where the issue is. There's just nothing you can make that would make sense for the Earth Pony to be able to do that the other ones couldn't do. Let's run down it. There's plenty of ideas that have been, proposed before for the Earth Ponies and things like that. Actions that they could perform that others could not perform. Those types of ideas. I've seen ideas where, oh, maybe the Earth Ponies could buck. Like maybe they could buck their back legs or something like that. That's cool, and that would be a fun feature. I imagine it probably would create a couple of issues where people are attacking others, sort of like in a roleplay type thing. It might be fun, but I don't know how much they would want that specific kind of feature. But ignoring the fact that that would probably cause some other kind of issue, bucking is something that any of the three races could do. A unicorn should be able to do that, a Pegasus should definitely be able to do that, and an Earth Pony should definitely be able to do that. So if you added bucking to the game, it would be very unfair and very weird that Earth Ponies could do it and not the other two races. Let's move on to another popular idea that I've seen before about the Earth Ponies and everything like that. I've seen people say things like, oh, maybe you can do some kind of backflipping emote, or a hopping emote, or some kind of thing where you can stomp the ground. Those are kind of fun ideas and everything like that. They're fun actions that, would be cool to see in the game. But again, there's no reason a unicorn shouldn't be able to do that, and there's definitely no reason a Pegasus shouldn't be able to do that. So what's going on? Why would it be specific to an Earth Pony and not something else? This is where the issue is. In case you couldn't notice or tell or whatever else, the issue is the fact that no matter what you try to give the Earth Pony, it's so very, very hard to justify limiting it just to the Earth Pony and not the other two, races and everything like that. So it's very hard to even come up with something in the first place, let alone implement it in a way that feels fair. Another idea that I've thought of that I actually thought would work for a while is a speed boost, a temporary speed boost emote that you could give to Earth Pony specific. But again, that should work for unicorns because they're just running, that's all it is. It's just like a little running animation, that's all it is. You're basically just going slightly faster. And it should definitely work with Pegasus because they're notably faster anyway because they can fly. So it just doesn't really work. It doesn't add up. It just makes no sense to make it a specific thing for the Earth Pony. And another one that I've thought of for quite a while, and this one would almost work, but I imagine it would create issues. So there is a little bit of hope in this one, but only if it can be worked out and implemented correctly. This one would be to where the character itself would be able to affect nature in a unique way. Basically, you could perform an action, and similar to the Pegasus flying or the horn glowing, the character would perform some sort of action. Maybe they would kind of claw at the ground, scratch the ground or whatever like that. And then a couple of tree things would appear out of the ground, maybe some flowers and different things like that. And then suddenly you have something unique for them. These flowers could go away after a few seconds or something like that, and it would probably work, and it would probably work out well, but I imagine there's a couple of issues that could arise from that. One, what's going to happen if a bunch of Earth Ponies try to spam that exact emote in a specific area? That's going to cause a lot of lag, that's potentially going to cause some server issues and everything else. I don't know for sure if that would be the case, but I imagine it would cause lots of lag to people that happen to be in that area. So you would have a situation where you would have Earth Pony raids where they would run up on people and spawn a bunch of flowers and things all around them and then run off, causing lag for that player and potentially irritating them overall, just straight up annoying them. This would cause a situation where people would start to hate the Earth Ponies because they would be doing this sort of spammy thing that would actually affect other players by, spawning a bunch of flowers and things like that. So what can we do to fix that specific idea? I don't really know. I don't know if there's any way to fix that, but a way to do it alternatively is to have it to where maybe the earth ponies could just dig the ground and pull out a flower that just wasn't there or something like that. This could work, but again, it causes issues because why couldn't another pony dig? Why couldn't like a unicorn or a Pegasus dig? Secondly, like, oh yeah, everyone can dig, but only earth ponies will get something out of the ground. That's cool as well, but that's going to end up looking buggy because it's going to be like, oh, how did that flower just randomly spawn in my mouth after I, did this emote? It's going to look really weird. So I don't really think there's ever going to be a feature for the earth ponies, and that's kind of sad. If there is any feature for them, I imagine it would be one of the last two that I mentioned or something similar to it, because you can't really justify giving the earth ponies something that you don't also give to the unicorn or the Pegasus, because they're basically the base of those other two races. What is a earth pony but a hornless unicorn or a wingless Pegasus? That's basically all an earth pony is, and because of that, I don't think there will ever actually get any kind of feature added to them that is specific to them. But who knows? The future is full of mystery, and this game surprises me all the time. I personally cannot think of anything to add to, the earth ponies and everything like that. I just can't think of anything to add to them. If you can think of anything to add to them that would actually work and actually be justifiable to have versus, not being justified by being like, oh yeah, I can dig at the ground. Well, why can't the other two do that? Basically, if you can come up with an idea that would work for just the earth pony and not the others, then I would love to hear that. So please leave it in the comments below. And if you have any other ideas for, Ponytown and everything like that, I would love to hear them. So please fill them out in the comments below. And that's going to do it for the video. I do hope that you enjoyed. I know this one was probably a little bit sad for some of you. I personally love earth ponies. My main OC, Skeleton, is obviously an earth pony. So it's a little bit sad to see that, there's potentially never going to be any kind of like specific thing for them, but it'll be okay. I think it's okay the way it is right now. It would definitely be nice to have, but that's besides the point. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share, and do all of those wonderful things. Because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. But that's not all you get. That's not all you get. You also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.